Hi everyone, Steammaster here with a brief review of the Mirai Pulse and the LX variant. CIG just released these Pulse Hoverbike series when 3.23 released. Like other Mirai vehicles, they are miniaturized high-performance vehicles. They are a set of very small hoverbikes designed to fit in even the smallest ships. They're 3.5 meters long, 1.5 meters wide, and 2.5 meters high. It's shorter in length than the X1 and half of the height of a hover quad. The Pulse is designed for one person. The cockpit has excellent visibility, but the physical controls and HUD are minimized to take up less space. The cockpit is open around you, so you will be exposed to the elements when flying. Make sure to bring appropriate clothing when going to very hot or cold locations. There are plenty of working access points around the vehicle to get to the various components. The Pulse holds 850K micro-SCU gear stowage, more than the X1, but less than a hover quad. There are no shields on the Pulse or LX models, so the player can be hit with even small arms fire if they aren't careful. The Pulse variants also have very little hull health compared to other hover bikes, so any little damage can rip off parts or make your bike stop working. The Pulse can fly at 208 meters a second, while the LX model can fly at 220 meters a second in SCM speed, with a max speed of 550 meters a second. The LX has an extra thruster in front for more speed compared to the regular variant, but at the cost of losing the gun. The hoverbikes can fly in space as long as you have a way to get up there first. You can't fly the Pulse into space by itself, although hitting rocks can sometimes launch you high enough into the air, so maybe it's still an option. Because they are so small, these Mirai bikes weigh much less than other hoverbikes, so that may help increase maneuvering compared to other bikes, although I couldn't really tell the difference. The base Pulse comes with a custom gimbal size 2 gun in the front. The gun is a laser repeater, so it shoots very rapidly. The damage is less than the size 1 laser cannon on the X1, and it would struggle to take down shields on a ship, but it's great against infantry or other light hover bikes. The Mirai Pulse and the LX run for about $25 war bond or $30 in store credit. There is a special war bond sale right now for $25 with LTI, and if you are a concierge, then you also get the Dominion paint with it. There are also some 2-pack sales with both variants together for a slight discount. Each model has its own paint style. The Pulse has a red and gray paint with stripes, while the LX has a light green paint with large text in dark paint, but also with a red and white logo on the front booster. There is also the red and black Crossfire paint, the orange and blue Corona paint, the black, silver, and blue Undertow paint, the silvery shadowed Knight Rider paint, and then the concierge only black and bronze Dominion paint. The Pulse was designed for players to use on smaller ships that have less space. It'll fit on ships as small as the Avenger Titan, the Mist Reliance series, the Drake Cutter series, and in some cases inside the 300i or even 100i ships. You can even fit it on the personnel elevator on the Drake Caterpillar, so it'll fit just about anywhere. The small size means you can also carry many of them in larger ships, so it works well if you have friends or are doing group missions. The Pulse series are great for exploration. There are scanners on the bikes allowing you to ping for vehicles or minerals. The gear stowage is decent enough to carry some weapons or other things like food or armor, so it's perfect for exploration in faraway locations. The Pulse works great to get to underground bunker missions where turrets would normally chop up your ship. The hover bikes are no longer detected by the large turrets on bunkers, although I can't guarantee other locations may not detect you. The gun on the base model does provide a bit of protection, but you can also use it for light bounty hunting or taking down the new wildlife. Just don't get into heavy firefights as there are no shields or armor for the driver, little protection for the bike, and the gun is not the strongest. The Pulse variants will turn into fireballs quickly with little weapon fire, so make sure to use your speed and agility to dodge incoming fire. The Pulse and LX are both great for racing though, as they are fast and maneuverable. They accelerate quickly and boost works well for turning on a dime. Boost speed on the Pulse variants are about average for hover bikes. The C&OU hover quad is a little faster, but the Pulse can turn a little quicker. As the Pulse variants are small vehicles, they are convenient for carrying multiple bikes when you need backup racing vehicles or when your friends all want to go exploring at the same time. You can fit 2 Pulse hover bikes in the space of a normal hover bike would fit. Even ships that can't fit any other vehicle, like Reliance or Cutters, can still hold the Pulse. On top of the utility, the Pulse also looks great as a hover bike, and the paints are very well done. There are sleek lines and no wasted space. They have more complex paint designs than we've gotten on previous hover bikes, and I really like them. The Pulse variants are inexpensive, and you can also use the current War Bond version as an LTI token if you need one. $25 for an LTI vehicle you can CCU to something larger is a great deal. I've also noticed that CIG has improved hoverbike flying and performance in patch 3.23, so it's very much a joy to fly these vehicles now. You are no longer constantly bouncing around, hitting rocks or hitting the ground. Turning is smooth and works even better when boosting. Small rocks on the ground are hardly noticed now, and the hoverbikes just fly over them easily. So with all that, now is a great time to get these Pulse variants. Just determine if you need a combat variant or a racing variant and you'll be out flying near the ground in no time. Alright, so that's it for the new Mirai Pulse review. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. You can use my referral code if you decide to jump in as Star Citizen, and you'll get 5,000 extra in-game credits. Here's a big thank you to my current patrons. Please check out my Patreon membership to help me make more videos. All patrons and members will have their names listed at the end of my videos and get access to my Discord channel. Patrons and members will also have a first pick on the next item I'll cover, so feel free to sign up and let me know what you would like to see next. Okay, catch you all next time.